Welcome back to Creation and Elevation. Today's topic is focus on the journey, not the destination. The reason why I say focus on the journey and not the destination is because when you focus on the destination too much, you become discouraged and you're more likely gonna give up. In turn, you fail because you gave up. So the reason why I say this is because us as people, instead of acknowledging the journey, which shows us our growth, we're so hyper focused on the destination that it makes us feel like we're not growing because we're not where we're at. We feel as if we're not at the destination yet, that means that we haven't really done anything. And we always feel like, oh, our work isn't enough. But when you look at the journey, you could look back because you're still on the journey. You could look what's ahead of you, and you could look back as well. You could look back at where you started and where you're currently going and how you built up that platform or that career, whatever you're doing. Let me show you an example. So back when I used to condition for boxing, I used to run 7 miles every day. And when you're starting, it's like, damn, I gotta run this much. And then in your head, you're like, damn, do I really want to do this? I should put it off. You start procrastinating and you start thinking whether you want to do it or not. And that's how I was feeling. But then what I would do is I would just get to running. I wouldn't think about where I would end up or how I would hit the time. I just knew, okay, I got to hit this time. Let me get to running. So I would run. Focus on everything around me. And when I say focus on everything around me, for you, I want you to focus on everything around you right now. That's just a figure of speech that I'm using. I want you to focus on everything that you got going right now. And I just took it step by step. So go step by step with whatever you're doing. Don't hyper focus on that destination. Go step by step. Just increase. If you need to, look back and see how far you've gone. I'll keep on going. I'll check my phone, aka see my progress, because I've already been through all that. So now I'm on the progress. Now I'm looking at the progress of 0 to 2 miles. Then that 2 miles turns into 4. Then that 4 turns into 6. And then sometimes I just keep on running. I don't even realize that I hit 7. Now I'm doing 8. Run back home, that's 10. There was times where I was doing 10 miles. That's why you gotta focus on the journey, because when you focus on the journey, sometimes you'll exceed the destination because you're just taking it day by day. And because you're taking it day by day, it's just being built up slowly but surely. It's like water. If you turn on a faucet and you put a bucket under the water, even though it's dripping and it's not going as fast as you want it to go, you leave it alone for maybe an hour or a day, it's gonna overflow. So I use that analogy to say, like, you really need to focus on that journey, because it's not about A to B. It's about how you got to A to B, because how you got to A to B determines who you are when you're at B. So like when you focus on the journey, you become the person you need to become to go to B. But if you're too focused on that, you're gonna miss the lessons that you're supposed to get. And then you'll go to destination B, but you're more likely to fumble it. You want to know why? Because you were too focused on the destination. You weren't focused on learning what you needed to learn, going through the journey, achieving your little accolades, whatever you needed to achieve. You weren't focused on that. You were focused on, oh, this is the end all be all. And it's funny because when you focus on the journey and you're aware and you're present and you're doing everything step by step, you're slowly gonna become or exceed that destination or who you want to be. So whatever that career is, if you make music, don't just focus on blowing up. Focus on building a fan base. Focus on building your craft. Focus on building your taste and your uniqueness. If you're in a career, don't focus on getting that degree. Focus on finishing that one class. And after you finish that one class, you go to that other class. Man, focus on the small things, because all the small things will lead up to it. That's what the journey is. The journey is the small thing. Everything that is big has started off small. Every YouTuber, you see PewDiePie got like a million, 100 mil, I think. All these YouTubers, for an example, for my YouTubers, they didn't just get that in a day. If you go to these people's channel and you see when they started, they probably started 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But you all know what kept them going every day? They just focused on getting it done. That's all you need to focus on. Focus on getting it done, learning what you need to learn, and improving. And you will make it to your destination. You will make it where you need to be. I know you want to achieve stuff. I know you want to do this, but it's better to do something in small increments than try to do it chunk by chunk by chunk. And then when you get tired, you burn out and you just want to give up. It's something I had to learn. It's something that I had to learn. I have plenty of examples of me focusing on the destination, but not the journey. When it comes to work, I would try to do large chunks of work repeatedly, day after day, day after day, or for hours. I would spend 3-5 hours on one thing trying to get that done, when I could have just spent 30 minutes or an hour, 30 minutes or an hour every day just doing it, just building it slowly, and I would have made way more progress. So I'm telling you, you just need to focus on the journey. You're going to learn what you need to learn. And on top of that, you won't waste as much time if I'm real. The journey determines, who you become or how you build yourself. The journey builds you up to become that person that you need to be for your destination. So enjoy the journey. Don't try to rush it. Just go with the flow. It's creation and elevation. I'm gone.